Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of April 25th. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now I will not send you a message, so if you get a message from someone on any platform, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Scorpio. Now I am using the Mermaid Tarot. There's a link to that in the description below. And also, less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you do watch my videos regularly but you have not yet hit the subscribe button, really appreciate it if you did. It really helped my channel grow in a big way. All right, so let's go and see what we have here for you, Scorpio. Make sure everything is in view. We'll also take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. Put those over there, and all right. That looks just about good enough to me. So Scorpio, right now, it's interesting. We don't have any major arcanas coming in these first 5 cards. And so, this is about you dealing with the everyday situations in life and making the most of it right now with the energy that we have. Now, we are looking at this last week of April. We are getting an eclipse here at the end of April. April 30th is when the eclipse is happening. And is it in your sign or is it a Taurus eclipse? I'm forgetting. This eclipse season is around Taurus and Scorpio. And so I say that because I do feel like there will be some big energetic changes for Scorpios here. Not even just looking at these cards, but just throwing that out there for you. I will have a link to the eclipse video at the end of this video if you'd like to take a look at it when you're done watching this. But there's something here involving your many gifts and talents that are showing up on the cards here, and this could be important as you move forward with the eclipse energy and as you move forward the rest of April. In your overall message, you do have the 8 of Pentacles, which is a card that is the biggest card to find, indicating that you have a gift, skill, talent, or ability. And the thing is, this card suggests that you can always use those gifts to keep yourself well provided for. It's a major card of having a talent. It's also positive movement forward in work or material situations. The 8 of Pentacles sees you really putting in a lot of energy, effort, and hard work into something and getting justly rewarded for all of that hard work. And so these are kind of the energies that I'm feeling here that are going to be very important for you, probably as we close out April, but also as we go into eclipse season for you. Of course, we always go up the pyramid here and clarify as we go along, but it's kind of my opening message here for you. Now, in the past, you do have the 7 of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So the 7 of Cups is really recognizing that there are so many choices, options, and opportunities to choose from. And with that, there can be a little bit of an overwhelming or anxious feeling that comes along with the 7 of Cups, because there's this energy of like needing to decide, needing to pick a cup. And it can ask you to get clear on anything that may be confusing you or anything that's maybe a little bit murky in your life. Now, this has already happened, and so what I like to see here is you have this paired with the King of Pentacles, which, remember, it doesn't matter what gender you are, you can take on any of these cards. What I like here is that you have this 7 of Cups, this idea of needing to get clear with the King of Pentacles, which is you having a healthy and a healthy routine, putting in solid habits into your life and using that as a way of getting clear here, using healthy habits, solid routines as a way of working through any feelings of overwhelm or any sort of overwhelming or like confusing energies here. You're using your power of being not only a hard worker, because the King of Pentacles has sort of climbed the ladder, especially in the career, but also using the power of habit and routine to help you at this time. There's this interesting book called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. And so, I don't know, I just said that, and some of you may want to read that book, or maybe you've already read that. Power of Habit, I would say maybe take a look at that book. It's a really good one. And so is the book by James Clear, something about habits. It's a book by James Clear, Atomic Habits as well. Power of Habit, Atomic Habits, both very good books, and would highly recommend. And I feel like for some reason there is a message in there for some of you. Now, in the future, you do have the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So the Five of Cups here is somebody who's sitting in disappointment, but at the same time, I like the symbolism of this particular Five of Cups card, because you can see that there's light on the horizon here. And what also the Five of Cups may ask you to do is connect with some type of guiding light in your life, right? And so for this person, it might be their animals, right? And so obviously there are 3 cups here spilled, but not only is there this guiding light here that they are connecting with, and they will connect with in the future, but there's also this energy of having 2 cups that are still upright. And so when you get the Five of Cups, it really asks you to look on the bright side of life. The Ten of Wands is potentially a burden, okay? But the Ten of Wands is a completion. It does say that you've gone through an entire suit and you have completed a big task. In fact, the Ten of Wands is even saying that, yeah, you're carrying a burden, but guess what? The energy is, the universe has chosen this, the universe has chosen you to carry this burden, and it's because you can go the distance, you can complete the task, you are capable of handling whatever lies in front of you. And the Ten of Wands is also a major card of experience, saying that you are experienced and knowledgeable, and that is definitely highlighted here as you have the Eight of Pentacles at the base of the pyramid here in the middle of this spread. You have some sort of knowledge, you have some sort of experience, you have some sort of talent, or a combination of all of them, a gift, or combination of all of them that is really guiding you forward here, and maybe even providing you with a guiding light in the future. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid. So you have the Strength card, you have the Five of Swords, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So I like this energy for you. So in the past, there has been something here that you've really challenged yourself to overcome. The Strength card sees you overcoming an internal obstacle, something that is particularly hard for you. Not necessarily something that may be easy for somebody else, may be hard for you, or hard for you may be easy for someone else, or whatever. But you know, for you, it's like something that has been challenging for you. You've had the strength to overcome that situation, and that is especially the case because you have the Five of Swords next to it, which is some type of conflict or loss. But it's similar to the Five of Cups in that you can actually see the penguin here patting this person on the back, saying, hey, this is not the end of the road for you. You may be experiencing some temporary issues right now, but you have a big journey to go, and you have a lot to go, and this is not the end of the road. And so the Five of Swords is a totally recoverable loss, setback, or defeat. And I feel like you've had this, with this strength energy next to it, you've had the courage to really overcome that here in the past. And especially this is around like maybe something having to do with choices. Maybe you felt like if you made one choice, you would lose out on another. Maybe you felt like your habits, your daily routine was slipping by you, or you were letting that go in some ways. You've overcome this situation here in the past, and in the future you are being justly rewarded. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which is, as you can see, the family sitting around the harvest. The 10 Pentacles here on the table. This is abundance. Remember, abundance is not just about material. It's about having a nice, for many people, it's about having a nice family, having a nice community, a nice group of people. It's about having a nice meal on the table, having the ability to provide for yourself. And really, the Ten of Pentacles says, and to a larger degree, abundance says, it's your ability to receive. Whatever it is that you're looking to receive, the Ten of Pentacles says, here you go, it's on the table. Along with that, you have the Queen of Wands, which is associated with a law of attraction. It's associated with attracting good situations into your life generally. Queen of Wands can be somebody who is a super attractor in their life. As the Queen of Wands is an authentic person, as they follow the voice of their soul and they do the best things that are in alignment for them, they can attract whatever they want into their life. And so you have a major message here of law of attraction with the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands next to it. So I definitely like to see that. Let's go ahead and see what these 3 Kipper cards are to clarify. Okay, so you have message, expectation, and message of concern. So we have big communication that's coming in here for you with message and message of concern. There's a lot of letters being thrown your way. Maybe there are emails, phone calls. Not many people send letters anymore, but you have a lot of messaging coming in. And I do wonder if you're expecting the worst instead of expecting the best. I think this is the communication that's coming in is going to be what you make of it. And that's the kind of feeling that I have for you, is going to be what you make of it. Okay, so let's expand on that some more, because I wasn't getting a whole lot on messages prior to these Kipper cards, but that's why we clarify. So let's see what this may be about. Let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the King of Cups, you have the Judgment card, and you have the Six of Swords. Okay. So the King of Cups is, so we have these 2 kings here in the past. It's almost like you're getting messages from multiple people. One could be a good message, one could be a bad message, or one could be troubling you or concerning you, and one could be something that you're excited for, something along those lines. The King of Cups, though, to me, it suggests that whatever message is thrown your way, you are being asked to take a calm, level-headed approach to something. The King of Cups is somebody who has emotional mastery over their life, and I do feel like whatever is thrown your way, you have the ability to do it. You just have to reach in within you and reach in inside of you and use that type of skill or that talent that you have. The Judgment card is a powerful card. It is the second to last card before you complete the journey of the major arcana. It is a major card of karma, because really it's the actions that you've taken rendering out in real time, and along with that, taking a look at the actions that you've taken and asking yourself if those are in alignment with where I need to go. So the Judgment card really asks you to get real with yourself, particularly around the actions that you've taken, essentially the karma that you've accrued. You do have the Six of Swords as well, which is a transition that you're making in your life. The Six of Swords talks about going to new places and sailing on calmer shorelines after you've maybe had this challenge here of the Five of Swords. So you have this, the small challenge here, the Five of Swords. The Six of Swords sees you now moving into a calmer timeline for yourself. And it can feel like even like a rite of passage in your life, particularly because it's next to the Judgment card. And when you get in those, when you get into a period where you're very real with yourself, that can feel spiritual, and that can feel like a very important situation for you. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Okay, so you have the Six of Pentacles, and then you have the Magician card. So I'm telling you, there's a lot of manifestation energy here with the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Magician. Like a lot of attraction energy here that you are maybe looking to do. There's this maybe golden period of time for you between April 30th and May 16th, and maybe April 30th and May 30th. But it's really like a 6-month cycle. But one of those dates, either April 30th or May 16th, is the Scorpio eclipse. And it's almost like some of you are going to have a profound understanding about actions you've taken, about talents that you have, about the choices you've made here with the Seven of Cups, indicating that you've had a lot of choices. And I think that's going to be it's just an important piece of information that I felt like saying. And you may even be looking at the flow of everything in your life as you see this flow energy here with the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving type of energy. Again, the Magician being a major manifester. Let's see what else we have at the top of the pyramid here. Yeah, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is your long-term wealth situation or your long-term money situation, your long-term family situation, something in your life here that is long-term at the top of the pyramid. And I think it's probably around this talent that you have as we go back to the base of the pyramid here with the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Swords as well. Intense focus, okay? Intense focus, cutting out whatever doesn't work for you so that you can make use of the make best use of the energies of manifestation that are available to you now. So I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.